We're starting now. Oh, wait, no, wait a second. I forgot to change the the topic of this stream. Let me see 1 second. Uh, uh, stream, today is number 19. Um, okay. Now it's appropriate. Now it should work how it's supposed to. Uh, yeah, it shows. She's nice, nice. Well, now that this has been solved, is it? It is time Heavens for once again, or ever call 1.0. Considering we have to go to the snow and such too. well, well, we'll see. Well, last stream we well let me check a thing first. Yeah, okay. As I was saying, last stream we apparently killed Nidhogg, but the echo showed that it might not be as easy as it appeared to be. And so we are going to talk to Resmogar once again to see what's going on. Yeah, it's so little since the last time we searched them, because we were I streamed the reaction on episode and whatnot. Well, first things first, she has scarce moved since last we part. This Golgar's confession will soon shake her from her stupor. It was you, was it not? The furious screams of the dragon's carrier car. You have slain Nidhogg. What more could you desire from this place? Will you not allow Rasbalgarth to mourn the death of his kin in peace? Spare us your ceremonious judgment, Ice Maiden. We have a gift for the Great Weird, and a mystery that can no longer lie buried. Lady Ashar, the dragon's song word has all but consumed your life and claimed many of your followers. This time you learned the truth of its beginning, the world truth, that we may at last bring this bitter conflict to an end. Sound in the horn, warrior replied. So, in few words, I like the next expansion. It seems so cool, but There is also so much information we have to know. But I'll be on Berlin, so I'll see in first hand a lot of that. Time is not passing fast enough. I already want to be there. Oh, right. It looks like his eye.
You mean the moment I prized your eye from his head?
So now he recovers his own eye. Interesting. I don't think that's how bodies work, but let's see what happens. Is he fun? It does not have any eyes. Again, I don't think that's how body works. This reunion was a bit weird, to be honest. Like, yo, give me your eye. Okay. Okay, bye. And she too.
It was yours. Your strength that sustained Nidhogg all these years.
Would that Haldreth had dealt the worm a killing blow.
And so you acquiesced. You surrendered your eye to Nidhogg, knowing full well the suffering he would inflict.
This one som anshin inkin in Ela. Eskules nizek Liz eskan gahan. I'm fire. Koluman. Tonos ideskra. Kas ehi shiso. Seknon inaan. Stray snowfall in sif an.
In part, you can understand them, but I don't think it's the way. Oh, yeah. And thus, this betrayal beget unending vengeance. Yeah. Well, it doesn't seem to go well. Though he lifted not a single claw to seem that Rosbogar would wreak his own manner of vengeance against us. An eye for an eye.
'Twas my life's goal to slay Nidhogg, but I find there is little joy to be had in its accomplishment.
That was happened.
But you have rid the world of a hate-filled creature, and ended a bloody war in so doing.
I lost my family to Nidhogg's flames, and 'twas with fury in my heart that I took up the lance. Every blow I struck in the name of vengeance. We were not so different, he and I.
Wow. What a realization.
I will not judge you for your deeds. I have not the right. Too many innocents have perished in the name of my greater good.
Yet even with all that has passed, the tale is incomplete. We are short a great worm's eye. Of the pair which Haldreth took from Nidhogg, only one is known to us, the one I bear. What then became of the other?
Oh.
Why did Nidhogg, who had taken such pains to prolong the Dragonsong War, suddenly decide to hurl his entire army against the walls of Ishgard? Lord Commander. Aye. The deed is done. Nidhogg is slain. What? In the city? A battle with whom? At once, Lord Commander. Hold firm till our return. Fighting has broken out in the city. Lord Emmerich was sparse with the particulars, but it seems some commoners threw open the gates to a force of heretics.
Huh?
I gave no order to attack.
Are we to mark the end of the Dragon Song War by spilling the blood of our own? Mayhap Hraesvelgr was right about us. Let us away, Warrior of Light. The people must be saved from themselves.
Look, he's changing sides.
Wait! I would join you! There has been enough violence. I will appeal to my people in the city and make them see reason.
Okay, okay.
Come then, Lady Iceheart. Let us write the final chapter in this damnable war.
Everyone is fed out with this. Just so useless.
A small army of heretics has invaded the city, Your Eminence. But there is no cause for concern. A sizable contingent of our soldiers is already in place to repel the Dravanian assault, and the intruders will soon find themselves outnumbered and outmatched.
Our plans proceed apace, then?
Yes, Your Eminence. This unrest shall serve to feed the people's fear of the heretics and the dragons both.
And lend renewed fervor to their prayers for deliverance. Very good. Grant our guests what time they need to sow a measure of chaos, then order the Temple Knights to crush them.
Your will be done.
The moment is at hand. Excellent. All shall soon be in alignment. It is time for the Bringer of Light to die.
You sometimes just don't need any words.
There! Comrades! Sheathe your swords! There is no need for further bloodshed!
My lady!
She is come! Hear me, brothers and sisters! The war is ended! Nidhogg is no more! Aye, it is so! This adventurer and the Azure Dragoon laid the Great Worm low! The endless cycle of violence between man and dragon was born of our forefathers' treachery. You have followed me, bled with me, to bring this truth to light that we might all know peace. But Nidhogg is dead. Nidhogg is dead, my friends! He who bore such hatred towards Ishgard is dead! Let his hatred die with him, I say! Let us sheathe our swords and go in peace!
It doesn't seem that like
Have we lost?
She has to shout. So
No, my friend! Far from it! At long last, the peace for which we have so desperately fought is within our grasp. And I, for one, would not forsake it! Peace?
Okay. If you say so.
Seize the witch! Let none escape!
Providing aid and succor to the wounded should be our first concern. If the heretics mean to observe the peace, then it would be folly not to do the same.
Let us see how long this piece lasts. Like 2 seconds. That was rather too close for comfort, but to seem that is returning to the streets. My mind, however, yet clamours with 1,000 questions. You return to Ishgard in the others of company, my friend. Yeah, in his eyes? Absolutely. Oh. It's this one, and this is body. Okay, body. And the piece. The piece. The piece. Wait, we'll still I confess, I was more than a little dismayed to see you in the company of the Lady Ishgard. Whatever is going on, it's so. That pardon, you travel to the turning east together along with Stinian? Never was there a more unlikely alliance, not one so magnificently effective. Nidhogg dead, the heretics pacified, Father and Sir Emeric must know all this. Let us break the news to them together. I will bring Sir Emeric to Fort Manor. Yes, an excellent suggestion. Very well. Himitsu and I shall await you there. Well, I suppose I have to go this way. Yeah. Okay, in the mountains. Couldn't be farther from Italy. I think I'm close, but I'm not racing because I don't know how to. So, teleporting this place. Welcome back. Always see the same and I always go for it.
Praise Halone, you are safe.
My safety was never in doubt, Father. For I had the Azure Dragoon and the Warrior of Light by my side.
That's cheating.
We bring the most wonderful tidings.
Blah 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 blah.
The infamous Lady Iceheart, here in Ishgard? This is most unexpected.
She has done much to quell the violence. The Inquisition may not approve, but we are glad of her presence.
And with the Great Worm's demise, even our nation's more reactionary elements will have scant grounds to press for her immediate impeachment.
My thoughts exactly.
What of the truth revealed to us by Hraesvelga? That the origins of the Dragonsong War, a core tenet of Ishgardian faith, are quite unlike those depicted in the scriptures.
That men and dragons once lived together in harmony, and that it was man's treachery which shattered the peace and plunged our peoples into war.
The same scripture also describes the origins of the High Houses. Were it exposed as false, the legitimacy of our rule would be called into question. If both Highborn and Lowborn can trace their ancestry to Thordan and his Knights 12.
But a single sip of dragon's blood is required to confirm their lineage.
If the Holy See knew of this and chose to remain silent, their crimes are grievous indeed. Regardless, this state of affairs cannot be allowed to continue.
Sir Emmerich, you cannot mean to raise this matter with the Archbishop.
Pray consider what you are proposing. If the Holy See chose to conceal the truth for centuries, what reason would they have to reveal it now?
At best, you will be branded a heretic and clapped in irons.
Then at least the Archbishop will have shown his true colors. My friends, this war will never truly be at an end until the truth is made known. You must see what lies on the horizon if it is not. When ruled by fear of a common enemy, we were united. But now we have none. During the war, the Highborn needed men to lead, and the Lowborn men to follow. Not anymore. 'Tis but a matter of time before the old order is called into question.
I like this one.
Lady Iceheart will share the truth with her followers, and the Holy See will be powerless to stop its spread. The disenfranchised will rise up united, and blood will flow in the streets once more. A divided Ishgard will not survive.
Tread carefully, Lord Commander.
We'll see. Steven is still covered in blood.
My lady, is it wise to let him go? I sympathize with the Lord Commander's desire for reform, but to approach the Archbishop in this manner bespeaks an idealism to which I did not think Sir Emmerich prone.
Though he comports himself as a realist, he has long dreamt of reform. 'Twas that idealism which first drew me to him, that which made me swear an oath to serve. We must not think of ways to hinder his cause, but rather ways to aid it, even should the Holy See cry heresy.
You cannot mean...
If the Lord Commander does not return from the vault at the appointed hour, I mean to go and fetch him.
Have care, my lady. Your words border on treason. Should they reach the wrong ears, you will be declared an enemy of Ishgard.
This
That is a risk I am
getting
willing to
out of hand.
take. Lest you forget, my lord, I am not born of this land. My loyalty is to the Lord Commander alone. But I speak only of what may come to pass. If the rumors regarding his heritage are to be believed, we have naught to fear.
Lies and slander.
Forgive me, what rumors are these?
That Sir Emmerich is the Archbishop's bastard son. Senior clergy are not permitted to marry and sire children. But even the holiest among us are not immune to temptation.
I labor to believe it. Sir Emmerich is truly the Archbishop's son.
He has never been publicly acknowledged as such. But the rumors have plagued him since childhood. That he rose to his current position, despite being despised as a bastard and accused of profiting from his father's influence, bespeaks the quality of his character. It is my hope that on this occasion, the burden of his birth will work in his favor. Should our worst fears be realized, the Archbishop will not be so quick to execute his own flesh and blood, affording us time to mount a rescue.
Bastard or trueborn, he is our nation's best hope. If the Holy See dares to threaten him, I shall lead the charge against the Vault myself.
Hear, hear! The future of Ishgard rests on Sir Emmerich's shoulders. I too will do mine utmost to aid his cause.
Orshafon, be reasonable.
A knight lives to serve, Father. To aid those in need. The people need Sir Emmerich more than ever, and we may be his only hope. There is no greater calling for a knight than to save the life of his fellow man. I swear to you, on the sigil of our house, that I shall do this and make you proud.
Even you? Romantic, reckless fools, the lot of you. So be it. Make your preparations.
I thank you all for your support.
Of all the people, we should know better. Far be it from me to criticize a man for his blind idealism, but he might at least have pretended to consider another course. If we must risk the fortunes of our house to bring this truth to light, then so be it. But are you truly prepared to do this? To face the heavens' worth? He said it. In battle, if you must. Have no fear, Father. My arm will not falter. My shield will not break. I promise you, we shall prevail. And you, I don't care about you. Though your assistance is more welcome, I fear it will not be enough. Few as we are, we will struggle to reach the Lord Commander. If we are to succeed, we must needs recruit others to our cause. Okay. Our commander has need of us, and we of him. We must act now. You know, he's the one. Okay. Oh, they're getting serious. But how are we to carry out in this bold endeavor? Even with an army of knights at our backs, a direct assault on the vault seems unlikely to succeed. You are correct, Mr. Alfino. Not even the assembled might of House Fortune and the Temple Knights would be sufficient. With the support of another party, however, we may yet stand a chance. You speak of one of the other high houses? Precisely the opposite. I speak of the revolutionaries rumored to reside in the room. It was these disgruntled Guardians who opened the gates of our city to the heretics, I believe. But of course, if the hatred of the Holy See drove them to such deeds, they might well be persuaded to assist in Sir Emeric's rescue. Knowing the truth, he would lay there. Such is my hope, Master Alfino, and I would have you and Mimitsu reach out to them. As a temple knight and sworn servant of the Holy See, any overtures I make are doomed to fail. But as outsiders, the two of you may receive a warmer welcome. Very well. We shall seek out the leader of these revolutionaries and make our case. My thanks, Estinian. Will your brothers give your command if you order them to stand aside? The dragons have no love for politics, my lady. They will gladly watch and wait while the highborn fight among themselves. How very wise, Mimitsu. We should hurry to the Forgotten Night. Tataru may have knowledge of the revolutionaries. So we are making a coup d'etat. Way more political than I anticipated for a fantasy game. So I'm not complaining. I would seem that the Forgotten Night was spared the war of the early years. Mimitsu, Alfino, gods, I've been worried sick. It's so good to see you. And you, Tataru, how did you manage to escape the chaos in the streets? Gibrilon and the others barricaded the doors until the heretics left. No one was harmed, thankfully. But what about you two? What came of your journey? Blah 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 blah. You're not serious. What was Sir Emerick thinking? I mean, the way you talk about him, I wouldn't have believed. Anyway, I've heard rumors of the people you're looking for, but I doubt they'll be of much use. The only thing I can say with any certainty is that they're led by someone called the Mongol. A queer moniker if ever I heard one, but mayhap it will make the individual in question easier to find. Come, let us all make inquiries below. You have to go down, no? Or so it seems at least. So down. Good people here. A mongrel? Not sure I catch your meaning. To a blue blood, we're all of us dogs down here. Oh. If truth be told, I doubt anyone will be willing to speak of this mongrel, but we may still be able to confirm that Tataru's information is correct. At first, the people here were a bit standoffish, but with a little effort and a lot of parley, I managed to make plenty of friends. Anyone here? It doesn't seem so. Okay. So now we have this all right. What's that? Speak up, I can hear as well as I used to. Are you whispering? I swear I can hear what you're saying. No, I can hear you. I don't think that's a bad answer. I don't know what them think about the movie, but if I did, you can be sure it wouldn't tell you. So they are. They're throwing the. Oh, they're throwing the snowballs at me. While they're trying to the average height, but I'm a lot of health, so none of them would hit me anyway. Now they're throwing at each other. Well then. Ah no, I haven't. Oh, this is for nothing. Not a single shared shred of information, just as I expected. These revolutionaries would not have evaded capture for so long without the masses complicity. So, still, it is good to know that Taro's ears are as sharp as ever. Yeah, because she's a Lalafell. Of course she has really sharp ears. If you haven't yet, you should learn the Manderville Guard of Parley. It's surprisingly effective, so long as you stick to topics you know well. For example, the other day I was discussing the copper ore market with this one gentleman. So she knows about mining. Frustrating though we may be, we must press on. While I continue speaking with the people of the room, why not go and see if Gibri Long knows out of value? As the proprietor of the Forgotten Knights, surely he must have heard whispers of the mongrel before. We can only hope that he will be more forthcoming than the others. Yeah. That's it. Now I have to go up there. The old man is there no more. And so is any of the other NPCs, I suppose. You know, people long for a sympathetic ear, but they need to know that it comes with tight lips. Discretion, Mitsu. That's what my customers expect. If they don't get it, then I don't get them. That being said, I'm not without my sympathies. I've heard the tales, and I know you've done right by Highborn and Lowborn alike. Least I can do is point you in the right direction. But to do that, I'll need you to do something for me. So happens there is a hunter up in the cruiser who owes me a fair bit of coin. However, I've agreed to accept payment in fresh shares. Go and get them for me, agreed? Okay, once again, time to be the delivery boy. I will never remember the name. Dear right. Now that we're here, yeah. So you're errand boy? Good. How's he doing? Same as always. Right. Yes, bro, I hope he appreciates how much trouble I had to go through on account of his bloody hairs. Tell him to enjoy them while they last, because I'll be able to find many more next year. Oh, so it's right there. Interesting. But with that, the payment is done. I need only to go there and deliver the cards. Let's see what else is. Well, you going to hand them over or not? The English flora has a pleasant enough scent to suggest it is most likely not poisonous. You never know. I dish out to do it. With a few other spices, I can make it just like tea used to. There are few things which steal the hearts of men, like a sip of malt wine. Share a glass with the right people, and who knows what stories they'll share. Interesting. So, 99 and a pile more. Now that I think of it, there's a woman I know who's rather fond of this blend. Here is her name, and she resides in the Pillars. She's a maid servant to some noble house or another. I forgot. Anyway, be a shame if she didn't get to try this wine. Why not give her a bottle? So he make me go to bed because so he can make the wine bottle so I can persuade this woman? Fair enough. Yes, I am here, Ritha. Beg your pardon, but do I know you, sir? This wine is good after its first mowing and allowed him to sit for a fortnight before mowing a second time with a fresh muslin bag of spices for delivery to one here. I know this smell. This is the wine the girl used to prepare her special recipe. It must be decades since I last tasted this. Oh, the poor dear. Such a shame that she was taken by that baron. He had a dashing figure. I'll grant you that. Tall, slender, long of ear. But those dazzling ruby eyes of his were filled with lust. It was not more than infatuation, what she felt, but she convinced herself it was love, and he couldn't help but take advantage. But when her belly started to grow, God's scandal! I mean, it is not an uncommon occurrence, but that it was with a hero made it so much. Well, I needn't tell you that she was discharged from his service, cast out onto the streets like so much refuse. After she returned to the room, we drifted apart. I only learned of her death years later by chance. Okay. I didn't follow too much. Was she talking about the Meric's supposed mother? I mean, probably, but... Well... So the amorous nobleman bets his maidservant, then cast her aside when the ship takes root. Not the most original tale, is it? Called comfort for the woman and children who lives with it, though. Even the penitent can appreciate wine from time to time. Take Gerald, for example. Surely you've heard of him, no?
No idea.
He's a monk who offers succor to the poorest of the poor in the room. A man of many vows, but none which prohibit spirituous beverages. Aye, if ever there was a man who deserved a drink, it would be him. You have so much wine for me to deliver. Down. So it's okay. I read it. Here. Hello. You're supposed to be more? Alonen's blessing upon you, sir. A gift for me. Okay, this is the same description, but changing the name. This scent, how reminiscent of wine once made by a deer of Flemmer, make her soul rest in peace. Forsaken by her family, she toiled tirelessly to feed and clothe her child, yet somehow she found time to help me attend to those in even worse circumstances. So compassionate she was, so full of love for her fellow man. 'Twas that love which gave her child strength to endure the scorn of the other younglings. That little girl, bless her heart. She couldn't help what she was. Eventually, she won them over, but those first few years were trying. Even more so when she had to start fending for herself. I remember days she spent standing on the walls, raven black hair flowing in the wind, staring out, as if searching for her mother's face in the mists. We are getting information from the woman and her child. But a bit disconnected from me right now. At least it giving me experience. She was a remarkable woman, Mimitsu. After everything she was forced to endure, she still remained hopeful for the future, for her daughter's future. We have yet another battle to some bones are thicker than blood, but blood still defines us and divides us in the end. It's the legacy of our parents, Mimitsu, and we can't escape it no matter how hard we try. So the mongrel and her pups chose to embrace theirs, to proclaim it to all and sundry. If you can understand that, then maybe you can find her on your own. So, all of that was not Sarah Mary's mother, but or maybe it was. But the monk, it surely seems the girl to be still looking for your mongrel. Like I said before, take your pick. Plenty around if you know where to look. Or did you fancy someone specific? No, it was red eyes. Oh, someone's got unusual tastes. Afraid I can help you though. Won't, rather. It's bloody obvious you ain't of the broom. Did you think I'd just tell you cause you act nicely? There she goes. And I have to move on. Welcome forward. Welcome forward. Or better said, forward and back, and then forward and back, and then forward and back. I will try to do those. Don't worry. Have you made any progress, Mimitsu? Absolutely not, my friend. So our mongrel was born of an innocent nobleman and a pure maidservant. Granted, it is not no location, but it is far more information than we had before. Yes, now that her striking features are known to us, mayhap we need only remain vigilant. Okay. Now this is dragging along too much. There must be a way we can draw the mongrel out into the open. Mayhap we should discuss this with Tataro. Speaking of which, where is Tataro? Oh, confound it. She went below to make inquiries on her own, didn't she? We must find her quickly, Mimitsu. I have a premonition this is not going to end well. To be honest, you know what? It's getting late. It's already time for closing everything. Take advantage to do that. Okay. Yeah, that will be everything for today. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next Monday if everything is in order. Also, remember to check the YouTube channel if you want to see the previous episodes. And yeah, that is all for me today. Have a nice day. Bye.